Handle with Care is the story of Charlotte and Sean O'Keefe, whose daughter, Willow, is born with severe osteogenesis imperfecta, which is brittle bone disease. Because of this, over the course of her lifetime, Willow will have hundreds to thousands of bone breaks. She will have severe respiratory problems. She will be no taller than about 3 feet. She'll wind up with rotting surgery in her legs and her spine. It's a very compromised physical existence. But kids with osteogenesis imperfecta are often even smarter than their peers because they're always reading when everyone else is running around playing and they can't. They love Willow. They love her to death. But they also know that in America it costs a great deal of money to raise a disabled child, money that insurance doesn't provide and that they don't have. And Charlotte thinks she's found the answer. She can get a significant payout if she can go to court and sue for wrongful birth, sue her obstetrician for not telling her in advance that her child was going to be born with osteogenesis imperfecta. All she has to do is stand up in front of a jury and say, if I had known this, I would have terminated the pregnancy. However, the person she would be suing happens to be her best friend. I did have a lot of research to do for the book. I was fortunate enough to spend a great deal of time with kids who had osteogenesis imperfecta. And I spent several weeks going around with them, kids who were as young as 2.5 and as old as about 11. And all of them had the same type of OI that Willow does, type 3. And had literally, some of them hundreds of breaks at that point already. And it was interesting because you get to see the range of parents. There are some parents who ask for their kids to only walk on their knees so that they won't break any bones, because if they happen to trip or stumble, they'll wind up with a significant break. There are others who say, live your life the way you're going to live it, and if you have breaks, so be it. And, you know, it's the little things that get you. Like when I was asked to take a boy named Matthew out of his car seat after we had come home from school, and I went and reached into the back, and I realized, oh my gosh, what if all I do is lift him and one of his bones breaks? And of course, this is exactly what the parents go through on a daily basis. I also had the great fortune to meet up with a woman named Kara Sheridan. Kara is almost 30 years old. She is currently planning her wedding. She's getting a PhD in psychology. She is a Paralympian who holds world records in swimming. And she also happens to have osteogenesis imperfecta. She not only vetted the book to make sure that it was accurate, but gave me a lot of details about what it feels like to get a pomegranate infusion or to attend an osteogenesis imperfecta conference. What is it like to go and be fitted for braces, and how much do these all these accessories cost? And she's an incredible woman who is one of the most inspiring people I've ever met, because she has done so much with her life in spite of such severe physical disabilities. And I really think I was fortunate to be able to connect with her in order to make this book more realistic. The reason I wanted to write the book is because it sort of takes the abortion question one step beyond. It's not about whether or not people should have the right to have an abortion, but what kind of life is worth living? Who gets to make the decision about how disabled is too disabled? Should it be the physician? Should it be the parent? Should it be the child itself? When you sue for wrongful birth, from the plaintiff's point of view, the parent, it's a medical malpractice suit. This is something that the doctor did wrong, information they didn't give you. But from the doctor's point of view, it's really a question about the quality of life. And I think any parent who does sue for wrongful birth will tell you how much they truly love their child in spite of their disabilities. And above all else, that a child is never the sum of the disability, but much, much more than that. And that's really the subject that I wanted to touch upon here.